As if we needed more evidence of the far-left indoctrination going on in our schools, take a look at this teacher training video from Virginia.
And we're also not going to reproduce what's understood as American exceptionalism. This understanding that America is a land at the top of a beautiful mountain and that all other countries, nations, and people are less than America. We're not going to reproduce notions that American history and American experiences are more significant than the experiences or histories of other people.
That's right. Not only can you not be proud of America anymore, but our kids are actively being taught to hate this country. The Virginia Department of Education is saying, quote, this webinar was part of a series intended to help teachers create welcoming and affirming classrooms for all students, and in this specific case, to provide support to Muslim students who may be subject to bullying around the anniversary of 9/11. They're also trying to distance themselves from it, saying the statements in the video shouldn't be attributed to the Virginia DOE. But they're the ones that posted it on YouTube. Joining me now to react, author of Black Eye for America, How Critical Race Theory is Burning Down the House, former Vanderbilt political science and law professor, Dr. Carol Swain. Dr. Swain, so good to see you again. And
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say about what's going on in Virginia. Your analysis.
Well, first of all, I am a Virginian. And so I have a connection with Virginia, which it's a disgrace, the state itself. But when it comes to Islam, an opinion piece I wrote in 2015 set in motion the series of events that led me to take early retirement from the university, because I criticized radical Islam and I was canceled. And so what I can tell you is that the Islamic agenda, the whitewashing of 9/11, that's been going on for a long time. We're not allowed to criticize Muslims, especially I'm talking about the radical Islam. We're not allowed to talk about it. They can make extremist statements. There is a double standard, and it is a form of critical race theory in many ways. So that's what I think about that. It's problematic.
You know, I want you to hear about, I'm calling for this sound of the father at one of the meetings. Take a listen to this, Dr. Swain.
I am the direct descendant of the North American slave trade. I'm not oppressed, and I'm not a victim. I've taught my children they are victims of three things: their own ignorance, their own laziness, and their own poor decision-making. I can think of nothing more damaging to a society than to tell a baby born today that she has grievances against another baby born today simply because of what their ancestors may have done 2 centuries ago.
What is, Dr. Swain? I mean, I love what he said, and I love who he is. You know, they have problems, they're lazy, they're whatever. But how does this benefit those who are pushing the critical race theory? I know they want to create a divide, but in the end, what do they get?
They get a divided America. And if you look at critical race theory itself, it has a Marxist agenda. It does not benefit black children. It does not benefit white children. It is un-American. It runs counter to our civil rights laws, our Constitution, and human decency, because it involves the bullying and shaming of children. And in my book, Black Eye for America, we have 2 chapters on how to fight back against critical race theory. One of the things people can do is make sure they understand what it is, where it came from, and how it impacts our society. And they should pursue legal and constitutional means to fight back, which means white people have to learn how to collect data when they're being discriminated against. People should be protected against hostile workplaces and learning environments. And you need to continue to organize with others, and the coalitions are cutting across racial, ethnic, and partisan lines, and they need to, because it affects all Americans.
Well, and also, you know, I understand that the teachers are going to start resigning. A lot of them, one I understand just resigned in Connecticut. They're fed up with it too. I mean, you know, during the pandemic, I think everybody was kind of shell-shocked, you know, but now people are getting out again. And, you know, although Biden now is trying to, with a booster, he's trying to get us down, although 2 people from the FDA resigned because he's pushing the booster. But Carol Swain, you've always been brilliant on these issues, and it's great to have you back on Justice. Good luck with your book. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. My pleasure.